innocent while everybody else is pointing fingers. But is she really the victim here? Or is there more to this story? Listen up, because Tiffany's got the whole town talking. She's not just the mayor of Dolton, she's also running things in Thornton Township, but now the FBI is all up in her business, saying that she's been doing some shady stuff with the town's money. And you know what? Tiffany's not having it. She's saying it's all a big lie and someone's trying to frame her. But y'all, we've got the inside scoop on what's really going down. This story's got more twists than a prep in them all, and I'm about to spill all of it. Okay, so let's dive deeper into Tiffany's world. You thought being mayor was her only job. No, think again. This lady's got herself a side hustle that's making big waves. Trust me, when you hear how much she's raking in your jaws or going to hit the floor faster than a drop, make y'all Tiffany Henyard isn't just running the show in Dolton as mayor, she's also got her hands full as the supervisor of Thornton Township. That's right, y'all, two big jobs, one ambitious lady, right? But here's the kicker. The double duty is starring more drama than a season finale of your favorite reality show. What's the big deal with these two roles? As mayor of Dolton, Tiffany's all about keeping things pretty. She's focused on those everyday services that make a town tick, you know, fixing sidewalks to making sure the trash gets picked up. But that's just one side of the coin. Literally, now put on your supervisor hat, and suddenly Tiffany is all about the people. She's out here trying to be a superhero, handing out resources left and right, need help with their electric bill. Tiffany's got it, can't afford a funeral. Tiffany's got it. She's just right there with her little checkbook. It's like she's running her own personal charity, but with the town's money, and that's where things get a little dicey. All these dude her trades come with a price tag, and a big one. Tiffany's pulling in over $200,000 a year for these two gigs combined. But that's more than some folks in Dallin see in 5 years, so no wonder people are giving her the side eye. But all the drama doesn't stop there. Some folks are talking about Tiffany being a super mayor, but not in a good way. They're saying that she's got too much power, too many jobs, and not enough time to do either one right. But Tiffany, she's not having it. So let's rewind a little bit. Before Tiffany took the mayor seat in 2021, Dolton was all about good community events. I'm talking about festivals, parades, and the whole small town chang. Now it's all about Tiffany all the time, and not everybody's loving this new spotlight being on her. Instead of the town, people started side-eyeing Tiffany's leadership style pretty early on. They're calling her sneaky, especially after she set up her own breast cancer charity. Sounds nice, right? Well, it would be if it wasn't using taxpayer money to do it. That's right why Tiffany's idea of charity is using other people's cash. But is there something wrong with that? Doesn't it take cash for a charity to run? But there's definitely more to the story. While Tiffany's out here playing double duty, Dolton's got some serious money issues. We're talking more than a $2 million deficit. Y'all, that's a whole lot of zeros that just aren't adding up. So what's Tiffany got to say about all this? She's sticking to her guns, and she's saying that both her jobs are legit and necessary, but with all this heat coming her way, you got to wonder if she really is serving the people, or is she just serving herself? Now, this information is new and definitely different than what we were hearing last week, because Tiffany's drama was just local gossip. At the time now, the feds are in town, and they're digging up dirt to try to bury her career. But why is the FBI so interested in this small town mayor? Turns out it's not just the locals giving Tiffany the side. The FBI's been sniffing around too. They're not playing. They've been talking to folks left and right, trying to figure out if Tiffany's been dipping her hand in the cookie jar, if you know what I mean. But here's the tea. The feds are all over Tiffany's business affairs, asking questions about how she's been spending the town's money. And let me tell you, they're not just making friendly conversation. They've got their ears to the ground, listening to every whisper and rumor about your girl, Tiffany. But Tiffany, well, she's ready for it. She said, bring all the smoke, cuz she's not backing down. She's out here saying it's all a big misunderstanding. But what do y'all think? She's claiming she's innocent and that someone's trying to set her up. But y'all, the FBI doesn't just show up for nothing. And the fans aren't just asking questions. They've gone high-tech on Tiffany. They're using some fancy electronic surveillance to keep tabs on her spending. Sounds like something out of a spy movie, right? But this isn't a Hollywood script. This is real life, and Tiffany is the star of this drama. And it's not just about the money either. The FBI is looking into Tiffany's charity, her political fund, and even her own business. They're leaving no stone unturned, trying to figure out if there's more to Tiffany's financial dealings than meets the eye. But y'all, it gets even juicier. Remember Tiffany's right-hand man, Keith Freeman? Well, he's in hot water too. He's been charged with bankruptcy fraud and is spilling the teeth to investigators. Now Tiffany's trying to play it cool, and she's saying all the security she's got is because people have been making threats against her.
What is your security detail?
So we have about 45 officers in our village. My security is warranted due to the fact of threats and things of that nature, but what people are not stating is it's in our CBA. That's our collective bargaining agreement. That's our union contract. So it comes with the seat That's what people not saying. I didn't make this up. I didn't just create this and say, I want security.
How many officers is it?
How many officers is what?
On security detail.
I'm not gonna say how many due to the threats on my life. So,
but if it's in your CBA.
It is in my CBA. I'm not doing anything wrong. I even went to court due to the fact of people suing me saying I cannot have a security detail, and I won. The judge said I can't have a security detail because it's already in a CBA.
But y'all, is that really what you need some protection from, or is there more to the story? It's not just Tiffany feel the heat. Either the FBI has been chatting with business owners and ex-employees. Two, some of them are saying Tiffany's been playing dirty, going after folks who don't support her with their wallets or their votes. Now, Tiffany claims in no sense, but her credit card statements tell a little bit of a different story. So how does a small town mayor justify first-class flights and luxury hotels when her city's in the Reddit? Looks like your girl, Tiffany's been living it up. We've got tea on her lavish lifestyle. So picture this: while Dalton's struggling with a $2 million deficit, Tiffany's out here living like a queen. We're talking fancy hotels, expensive dinners, and first-class flights. It's like she's on a never-ending vacation, but guess who's paying for it? The taxpayers. Now, why might be thinking maybe it's just a few perks here. She is the mayor, but she's not the president, y'all, and it's way more than that. We're talking thousands of dollars spent on hotel rooms and meals and charged to township credit cards, and it's not just a one-time thing. This has been going on for a while, but y'all, it gets even juicier. Tiffany's not just using these credit cards for official trips. No, it looks like she's been accused of using them for personal expenses. Two, it's like she's got an all-access pass to the town's wallet, and she's not afraid to use it. But let's talk about these billboards popping up all over town. You think they'd be promoting Dalton or some local events, right? No, they're all about Tiffany. Her face is plastered all over the town, and guess who's paying for it? Yeah, the taxpayers, and get this, it's not. Even legal state says you can't use public funds to promote yourself like that, but Tiffany let them tell it. She doesn't even care.
What they say, like for instance, City of New Orleans has a policy that city officials don't fly first class.
Okay.
Do you have that?
We do not.
Do you believe you should have a policy? Because again, the critics are that you're flying first class, that you're staying in four-season hotels, high-dollar hotels, having what they call extravagant dinners, and those are your critics. Are you as a city official, in order to make sure that you'll be on reproach, looking at establishing a city policy in terms of how money is spent when traveling?
This is the way I feel about it. People will talk about anybody because they're not doing the work. They only talk about the people that's at the top, the ones that are doing the work.
Y'all, has Tiffany forgotten that she's supposed to be serving the people and not herself? Well, folks in Dalton are struggling to make ends meet. She's out here living like a celebrity. These first-class flights and high-end hotels and fancy dinners and billboards popping up of her face. Everywhere, it's a far cry from the everyday reality of the peoples that she's supposed to be presenting. And you know what's really got people talking? It's not just about the money she's spending, it's about what she's not doing. Dalton has some real problems that need fixing, but instead of focusing on that, looks like Tiffany is more concerned with her own image and comfort. Y'all, I'm all for giving people the benefit of the doubt, but when you're wrong, you're wrong. And when you're right, you're right. We just need some more evidence to show if Tiffany is actually in the right, because some folks are saying that Tiffany's lost touch with reality. They're wondering how she can justify all this spending when the town's finances are in such a bad shape. It's like she's living in a different world where money is growing on trees and there's just no such thing as a budget. But Tiffany is still not backing down and claiming her innocence. She's sticking to her gun, saying that everything she's done is above board. But the FBI sniffing around and all these allegations flying, you've got to wonder, will it prove that she's as innocent as she claims? Because people are starting to connect the dots between Tiffany's spending in Dalton's money troubles, and they're asking tough questions about where the town's money is really going. Is it being used to fix the roads and fund schools, or is it financing billboards and this jet-setting lifestyle? We got to be in the town to run the town, and it's not just about the money she's spending on herself. Remember that breast cancer charity that she had set up? Turns out that's using taxpayer money too. And it's got folks wondering, is Tiffany really trying to help people, or is she just trying to make herself look good now? Like I said, Tiffany's got her dukes up, she's fighting back, and she's got some explanations for all this mess. Ever heard of a May needing 24/7 bodyguards? Well, Tiffany says she does.